Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Manchester United and Chelsea making Edmond Tapsoba inquiry as Arsenal transfer ruled out, and then we're going to look at Arsenal receiving big Martin Odegaard transfer boost, which could help Mikel Arteta sign other targets. So the first transfer headline states that Manchester United and Chelsea make Edmond Tapsoba inquiry as Arsenal transfer ruled out. So the reports are stating that Edmond Tapsoba will not be heading to Arsenal this summer, but Manchester United and Chelsea remain interested. Manchester United and Chelsea have registered an interest in Bayer Leverkusen centre-back Edmond Tapsoba. As it can be confirmed, the Burkina Faso international has enjoyed an outstanding campaign at the Bay Arena in his first full season in Germany since signing from Vitória Guimarães in January 2020 for £15.5 million. Leverkusen have moved quickly to tie Tapsoba down to a new bumper contract that will run until 2026. His £44 million release clause was also removed from the deal, meaning the Bundesliga club can now demand a premium for their most prized assets. It was revealed at the beginning of March that United were scouting Tapsoba extensively. The Red Devils received a tip-off that the 22-year-old stock was set to skyrocket, and United's recruitment team were encouraged to put the defender under the magnifying glass. Now it's understood that United have contacted Leverkusen to determine how much Tapsoba will cost this summer. They are not the only Premier club to do this, so as Chelsea have also made inquiries. Tapsoba would cost close to £60 million, with Leverkusen currently undergoing a defensive overhaul. Both Lars and Sven Bender have retired, while former Leicester centre-back Alexander Dragovic has joined Red Star Belgrade. Leverkusen director Simon Rolfers recently outlined the club's plans to keep Tapsoba for at least another season. Edmond should also play a very important role for us next season, Rolfers told Bild. Rafael Varane, Pau Torres and Jules Koundé are all above Tapsoba on United's shortlist, and given he would cost a similar figure, all three of those deals remain more likely at this stage. Chelsea, though, are expected to add another centre-back to their ranks this summer, with Fikayo Tomori set to join AC Milan on a permanent deal. Wolfsburg Maxence Lacroix has been looked at, although he is expected to stay in Germany. Arsenal admirers of the player, but the Gunners simply do not have the money required to sign him. So it looks like Arsenal have been dealing an Edmond Tapsoba transfer blow, as both Manchester United and Chelsea have been making Edmond Tapsoba inquiries. And when it comes to the Gunners and when it comes to United and Chelsea, you see Chelsea and United making the finals of their respective competitions, and Chelsea winning the Champions League, whereas United lost the Europa League, but they are both in Champions League football, whereas Arsenal are in no European football at all. So if you're Edmond Tapsoba, a young player that wants to play at the biggest stage, you see other players like Mason Mount lifting the Champions League trophy at 22, and he wants to be one of those sorts of players, then he'll probably want to go for the bigger clubs at the moment, and we have to wait and see how this transfer pans out. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal receive big Martin Odegaard transfer boost, which could help Mikel Arteta sign other targets. So the reports stating that Arsenal want to keep Martin Odegaard next season and have been given a big boost in their hopes to do so. Arsenal target Martin Odegaard could be allowed to leave Real Madrid on loan again next season, according to reports. Arsenal want to sign Martin Odegaard again following his successful 6-month spell at the Emirates in the second half of last season. Mikel Arteta is keen to bring in an attacking midfielder, and Martin Odegaard is top of his wish list. The Norwegian scored just twice in 20 appearances for the Gunners, but Mikel Arteta saw enough to want to keep him at the club. Reports earlier this week claimed Real want an absolute minimum of £51.5 million for Martin Odegaard's signature. That would put a huge dent into Arsenal's summer transfer budget. However, another loan deal could suit the North London side down to the ground and allow them to reserve cash to spend on other targets. And Spanish journalist Paco Gonzalez says Real may be prepared to let Martin Odegaard go out on a temporary deal again. Speaking to El Partidazo de Cope, Gonzalez explained how Martin Odegaard could go on loan, but it depends on how many players Real let go between now and the end of the summer window. Takefusa Kuba and Brahim Diaz look set to go out on loan again after spending the season at Getafe and AC Milan respectively. Dani Ceballos, who spent the last 2 seasons at Arsenal, wants a permanent exit if he is to leave the Bernabeu. Roma also wants to keep Borja Mayoral, but currently cannot afford Real's £12.9 million asking price. Also, will be hoping Real cannot facilitate exit for all those players in order to increase their chances of getting Martin Odegaard. Mikel Arteta is keen to bring in a number of players this summer, strengthening in multiple areas. A right back is on the agenda, with Hector Bellerin heavily linked with a move away from the club. Arsenal also want to strengthen in midfield with Brighton's Eva Basuma Eid. Arsenal have been linked with a reunion with Manchester City star Raheem Sterling, who could be sold by the Etihad this summer. Therefore, saving money on Martin Odegaard by only signing him on loan could be hugely beneficial to Arsenal's hopes of a successful transfer window. Mikel Arteta is hoping a first full pre-season with the squad can help them bounce back from a hugely disappointing campaign on the pitch. He said, "We have to be very critical of ourselves, of myself, and then prepare the best possible way for next season to take advantage of that. Hopefully we can have the pre-season that I haven't had and have time to work with those players and try to be a better team." So it looks like Arsenal received big Martin Odegaard boost, which could help Mikel Arteta sign other targets. And with Real Madrid's situation going previously against the Gunners, as Zinedine Zidane left the club and a new manager in the form of Carlo Ancelotti was brought into the football club, it looked like Martin Odegaard was going to be given the opportunity to impress the new manager and given the opportunity to play for Real Madrid. But it looks like he will be able to leave on another loan move like Dani Ceballos, so we have to wait and see how this transfer pans out. But other than that, guys, remain blessed. Stay tuned for the next video, and peace.